Yo, welcome back, guys, girls, and goblins to Controllers and Katanas. Yet again, obviously, here with the legendary Martin, aka Marty O'Call, repping the merch again this week. My name's Ian, aka Relic, and yeah, hopefully you've all had a good week, and hopefully you are going to have an even better week next week. And we are both very tired, but we have got a lot to talk about and a lot to fill in this week. We have watched a lot, got some news, and we are ready, baby. I'm going to kick it off, I think, with the noise note straight away this week.
Straight into it.
Yeah, again, for those who don't know, we play free sounds throughout the episode. If you guess what it is, let us know in the comments. But what happens is we play free sound notes. At the end, we'll have a chat about it and we'll talk about sort of like our memories of it and our influences from said thing. So I'm going to go straight away with a nice cheeky one. Everyone should know this easily.
Yeah, I think we're too generous with these easy ones.
We are. We'll make them harder one day. One day.
We'll get all the easy ones out of the way first, and then we'll go into the hard stuff.
What we're talking about, mate? What we're talking about? We've got a bit, haven't we?
Should we get some news first?
I reckon we're getting some news, yeah. What we're saying?
PS5 Pro is announced.
LOL.
November the 7th. And guess what? It's dirt cheap. £700. It's yours, mate. What do you reckon?
I literally thought Sony are disgraceful. Releasing a PS5 Pro for 700 quid when next to nobody will even benefit from it, to be fair. And I've seen people posting at the moment literal pre-built gaming PCs of the same or better spec for cheaper. And if you had any little bit of knowledge and you could buy the parts yourself, even second-hand parts, CEX, eBay, whatever, you could build a competitive PC for less than 500 quid that'll rival the PS5 Pro. It just seems like a massive waste to me. It's a massive waste.
Yeah. I mean, there will be people who buy it.
100%. You get fanboys and stuff, yeah. I mean, it's just the Adidas edition, isn't it? It's got 3 stripes on it, mate.
But, I don't know what they're thinking there.
You don't even get a disc tray. You've got to buy the disc part separately.
And a stand as well.
It's mad, mate. Just literally, right?
Anyone
listening to this who's contemplating a PS5 Pro, just don't do it, mate. Just stick with your normal PS5. It will last you for the rest of this generation with no issues, at all. Don't do it, mate. If you don't want a disc tray, get the digital version. It's like 360 quid. It's half the price, literally, mate. It's bizarre. So bizarre to me.
And I don't think they'll have the problem with the PS5 was released. They had issues getting one because them scalpers were taking them all and people struggling to get them. With this one, I don't think at £700 people are going to buy it. But
I don't think there's going to be a rush. And the people aren't going to be doing the midnight release queue at the game, mate. Do you know what I mean? Do you think they do them now? Do you think they still do midnight releases? I bet they don't do them anymore.
The last memorable one I did was GTA 5 on the PS3.
Mate, it's got to have been. It's been on every single console. I'm pretty sure you could get GTA 5 on PlayStation 1, mate. It's been out that long.
Especially the 3. It was there at midnight. It was a massive queue. Got home, smashed it on. It was work the next day, so I played a bit of it and then went to work. But
I think mine was older than that, mate. It might have been like Black Ops 1 or something, like Call of Duty Black Ops 1, so long ago, mate. So long ago. But I think they're just trying to do something a bit new. It is what it is, mate. 700 quid is just a bizarre amount of money, that is, to me. For a console that's already out.
I wonder if they'll lower the price, but I don't think they will because they've done it now and they've announced it and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it is what it is, mate.
Yeah. I mean, if you got the money, buy it. Just waste it. I don't know. PS5, just stick with your PS5, like you say.
Mine's got a bit more news, but we'll save that news till the end of the section because we've got to do a little bit of a heartfelt chit-chat about that one, I think. But a couple of little anime bits. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. Apparently, there's news dropping in December. Hopefully, they're announcing a release date for it. Ideally, early part of next year. And then the second one's mid part of next year. And then the third one's end of next year. Just get all 3 movies out in 1 year, mate. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I need.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom. And then get a series on.
When people are seeing this, it'll be, Friday the 13th. So, spooky time. Windbreaker Season 2 trailer drops 3 days after this does, so the 16th of September, Monday, we're going to get some windbreaker action for season 2. So I'm looking forward to that. It was a good series. I'm still curious as to where it's going to go. To be honest, I don't have any sort of like inkling at all. So anything that comes down with that, any information, I'm very welcome to. So I'm looking forward to that. A couple more bits I've got. Miyazaki, the legend that is Studio Ghibli, essentially. He's releasing The Boy and the Heron, or he's not, but The Boy and the Heron is releasing on the UK Netflix October 7th, which I'm honestly looking forward to. I've been watching the Ghibli movies with my kids recently, and it'd be nice to add another one to the list, so looking forward to that. And my final one is non-anime related. Venom 3, the final trailer dropped today, which was the 12th, so yesterday if you're listening. But Null is coming, and it should be a very fun close to the Tom Hardy trilogy. That's coming out October 25th. So, yeah, anyone interested in that, I know I'll be watching it. Martin will probably watch it. And we'll have a chat about it when it's out anyway. We'll have a chat about it. So, yeah, looking forward to that. But, Martin, go on, mate. You've got one final sad piece of news, haven't you, mate?
We're gathered here today to remember the man, the legend, James Earl Jones has perished.
Earl Jones, 93 years old. What a G. Like, honestly, mate.
Mufasa.
Honestly, Mufasa and Darth Vader are probably two of the most iconic characters, really, aren't they? Let's be totally honest with you.
I remember watching Conan as well. He's like the bad guy in Conan. I think the Barbarian. Yeah. But he had this like really dumb haircut. That was the first time I saw it. I was like, who's this guy, man? He looks odd. It's in is it Coming to America as well, I think, with Eddie Murphy?
He is in that, yeah.
Dad, I think,
yeah.
He's legend.
He's in loads of things, mate. He's Field of Dreams, if you ever watched that movie, that's another 80s. Yeah. That's like an 80s movie. Trying to think what other stuff he was in. Obviously, his most iconic role has got to be Darth Vader, hasn't it? Darth Vader, Mufasa as well from Lion King. Everyone knows him from Mufasa, and obviously Darth Vader has got one of the most iconic voices in the industry, hasn't he? Like you can't deny it. He was a great man. He brought a lot of entertainment for us, certainly for ourselves, obviously as children and the older generation, and he'll be dearly missed. He's another one, unfortunately, has been struck down in 2024. So yeah, sad times for that. But
what's your favourite Mufasa comment? Like Mufasa line, I would say. I mean, I've got one. Everything the light touches.
Oh, mate, it's got to be on it. It's got to be on it. That is the main one, because there was so many memes about that one as well, weren't there? But
yeah, what a legend. It will be missed, obviously. He's iconic, so very sad times for everyone, really.
Yeah, it's just mate, it's just his voice. Even Scar was scared of him, mate, and liking Scar, drop him. Like stuff like that, mate. Like I can't do his voice because it was just iconic, mate. It's just legendary, one of a kind.
Kind of a bit in liking when I think Simba's about to get attacked by the hyenas, and then he comes behind, doesn't he? Roar! I'm doing this massive roar.
He thinks it's him, doesn't he? Because obviously, sick, mate. Sick.
Do it again.
Yeah, it's the best, the best animated Disney movie, mate. It's got to be. It's got to be Lion King. When you grew up watching that as well. Woo-hoo.
The games as well. The games on Mega Drive.
The first Lion King game was honestly amazing, wasn't it?
It's by Virgin Games, wasn't it?
It's so good, mate. It's so good.
Yeah, I love that game. That was really good. The graphics are really top notch as well.
Oh, legendary. To be fair, Disney had some sick games. The Hercules and Tarzan games were wicked as well.
And Aladdin. Did you play Aladdin as well?
Oh, yeah. And did you play the Toy Story one, mate? That was wicked, mate.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
Disney Pixar, but still, it's so sick. So sick.
I need to bust out the emulator on my PC and
get them downloaded. Yeah, man.
Got to. Back flowing.
Got to, mate.
That's it for news, then.
Yeah.
We've done it.
That's it. Right, that's it. That's us done for today, guys. Just
short one today, everybody. Should we talk about those we're about to see?
Yeah. Right, yeah. We're gonna get the nip show out of the way first.
We call it we call it the nip show because in this episode there's about 1 million nipples.
Honestly, you
shown.
just see literal nipple left, right, centre. Man,
There's
woman,
people,
dog,
there's
don't matter. There's nipples everywhere, mate.
people are chatting his nipples in the background. People on the toilets, people nipples in the background.
Literally,
Everywhere,
mate.
everywhere.
It's mental. But yeah, for those who don't know, Those Are About to Die, episode 7. It's on Amazon. And it's one of them sort of like Roman type shows. To begin with, we didn't really like it, did we? It's okay now. There's some very good scenes. These last few episodes have been some really good scenes, and we was talking about it. And we're hoping these last 3 episodes sort of end on a strong point and just get better and better, because a lot's happened. And one of the first scenes you see in this one is Tenax. He's actually been saved, but his shin bone is just sticking out, mate, and it proper made me cringe so bad. Like, you just know that hurts so much. But the part where they're pushing the bone back in, no thank you. No thanks,
it's when they push
mate.
the bone back in, and then Tenix like faints Bozide. and if I die Bozide, mate, I won't be happy.
No, you can't, mate. I'd have to ask someone to put needles in my eyes to move my eyes forward, pal.
Put in your will, like, yeah, you must correct my eyes before put them in the ground.
I would not go 6 feet under cross-eyed, mate.
Yeah.
But you got Mama C. She's picking up for him. Sort of like running the show whilst he's incapacitated temporarily, and she's doing a good job. She's bossing people about. She's got the betting going, but Tenax is basically slave owner. So the person who owned him essentially sounded like he was a dirty nonce, basically, wasn't he? Bit of a weirdo kiddie toucher. Hence why they burnt him alive, which is very warranted in my opinion. So you got a little bit of a backstory about him and why Ursus obviously hates him essentially, because he left him there for dead as well. So there's a lot of Tenax backstory, which I like, because he's one of the most compelling characters in here. He's got a lot going on for him, and he's always got a lot of stuff around him as well. He's the centre of the story in a sense, so everything that happens sort of involves him in some sort of way, shape or form, or someone around him. So he's sick, mate. He's all right. He's good.
Yeah, Tenax, Caller, and Kwame are like the best characters in the show.
Yeah,
them three. But we've got another character on there that you love. He likes to say his own name a lot. And...
fucking hate Scorpus, mate. Also, that blue faction loser behind the bars, mate. And that horrible cretin of a woman. She's absolutely gutted, she is.
Yeah, so that's the Cornelia, isn't it? She goes to see her husband who's imprisoned. Mars basically says for the safety of our family, like, kind of reject me, get rid of me, say I'm a traitor. Because obviously they want their son in the family to obviously have a future and to keep the household strong, isn't it? So, guess what the first thing she does? Cornelia goes back to Scorpus in the brothel. She's done like a fivesome, and goes straight back to him. Does the deed with him, and then puts a scorpion on his leg in it. And I think
he drops him on it, mate.
Scorpion is dead, mate, because it crawls up to his
nether region, mate.
That's bad news for him.
Also, she about had his eyeballs out with them nippies, mate. Like, what the hell, mate?
Oh, you've got to mention the nips. Yeah, because she does this scorpion attack because she don't want Scorpus to ride for any other faction, and he won't be riding anything again if the scorpion does his damage.
Oh, especially those fucking dingleberries. he's not being in that brothel anytime soon if it carries on.
So Scorpus is still alive, which I was disappointed about. I thought, yeah, it's done here. He comes back and he sees them other 2 Spaniards winning the race.
Yes,
in his stead.
Some sketchy race CGI on that one, mate. There was some decent crashes, but there was some proper sketchy CGI on that scene.
Yeah, so in this race, like you say, it was sketchy CGI, but there's crashes everywhere, and people dying, people flying.
The crashes were sick. It's sort of like you weren't focusing that much on it because there was so much like chaos and within it, sort of thing.
I was like, when people were questioning, like, who's that? Who's that? Like, who's dying?
Trying to
Who's
figure out if
flying?
it's a character that you
You know?
like or no.
Yeah, that's someone's flying past the screen. Like, who was that? Who was that? But it wasn't anyone we
Yeah.
particularly liked. It was just from randomers. Scorpus sees that the other two Spaniards have won the race in his stead, and gets angry, doesn't he? Because the new guy, is it Andrea? Seems to be really well. He's going to be a
sick, innit?
replacement, basically.
Yeah,
He's
he's
going to be a
doing good, mate.
replacement.
He's doing good.
He knows about horses as well, so yeah.
But I think everyone, right? Anyone that wants to have a sick day from work, I think everyone should use the same line that Scorpus used. So you just got to not turn up for work one day, and when they ring up, you just got to say you was drunk, fucking, and bit by a scorpion. That is your excuse for not going to work. I was drunk, I was fucking, and I was bit by a scorpion.
In that order. So Carla hears about this Flammer rematch between her son and Flammer. So she does some deeds, doesn't she? She goes to the chemist or whatever.
Yeah.
And she gets some that poison, and then while Flammer's doing the deed with it in the company of a whore, making gorilla noises, she
That scene was so stupid, mate.
She pours some poison in his drink, and he drinks it all, doesn't he?
Oh,
He drinks her drink as well.
Downs
so he drinks like 2 glasses of wine, mate, and that's it. The damage is done, and then we have this fight between Kwame and Flammer.
Yeah. Also, just quickly, right? We get this scene where Domitian, or whatever his name is, he goes into Tenax, tries to be intimidating because Tenax obviously has got no money left now because Ursa's nicked it from him.
Yeah.
He's the least intimidating man I've ever seen in my life, mate. Like, literally, even if I was Tenax with that one leg, mate, I'd have still kicked his head clean off his shoulders. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I hate him so much, mate. As soon as he walked in, I was like, I literally audibly like, ugh. Like, just get off my screen, mate. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it comes in demanding money. Where's my money? Where's my money? Shut up, mate.
I still find it stupid as well in this show where that massive centerpiece they've got in the arena. So there's like most of the arena can't even see it when they're having a fight because they're behind that massive wall. That's for my money back, mate. There was no screens back then, like you're watching WWE, mate. You can't see it.
The thing is, like, the centerpiece blocks like the view of the Emperor and everyone. Like, all the factions are on that side, aren't they? So.
Yeah, like because it's only people that are on like one side of it that can see. It's like proper stupid.
Yeah. And in that race, like, didn't loads of people die on one of the corners? So like,
so like most people,
there's people go around, and then like a few people, like 3 people come around. Like, what happened there?
Like 8 have gone. All of a sudden, there's only 6 on the way back. Like, where they come? Are they coming round then, or what?
You're like, my bet is gone.
Yeah. But yeah, like you say, Flammer and Kwame getting this scrap. Obviously, they have to, but you can't take Kwame seriously when white fronts on, mate. Them tighty whitey pants he's wearing are unbelievable.
I think he's been forced to wear them, hasn't he? But
made him look like he's wearing a nappy just to show off, like.
Yeah, so Gaza Domitian wants Kwame dead, so he arranged to give him some armor that he's not used to fighting in. Just dump some massive armor on, like Dark Souls armor.
Oh yeah.
Boom. Put on him. Go on and get out there and fight.
Heaviest armor. One of the shittest helmets for like view. You can't see anything out the helmet at all. Like
that's like a vegetable pot, isn't it? It's not a helmet.
Yeah.
It's like I'll just give him that.
Put like a full-on air fryer on his head, mate.
That ninja air fryer, mate.
But they start scrapping, and obviously Flammer's had this poison, so it slowly starts to affect him. But the best scene in this show so far of every episode is the scene that Kwame cuts Flammer's arm, and then he looks at his hand, and he's got blood on his hand. And he just goes, he bleeds. And it's like, I was like, mate, that's so sick, that was. Because he's buzzing in, he's like, yes, I thought you was a god.
Yeah, I do like this bit, because like, obviously Flammer's slowly, like, the poison taking effect.
Dropping off, isn't it?
And because he thinks he's like a god and no one can kill him. And the next minute, like you say, he gets sliced up and he's like looking at it like, what the heck? And then the crowd are like, Kwame. And then, what's also good about seeing as well, Domitian is obviously back in Flammer, and his face, mate.
Oh, yeah.
His face when Flammer's getting sliced up. brilliant.
Oh, so sick, mate. So sick.
And Kwame finishes him running with stabs him right through the chest, does him in, mate, and then that's it.
Quality, mate. Best. It's the best part of this show so far. That was. I loved it, mate. It was so sick. I mean,
I've got to remember here.
Kwame doesn't know that he's cheated, but he's definitely cheated.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We've got to remember it. Carla, his mum, saved his life here.
That's her.
She poisoned Flam. Yeah.
She's a hero, mate. She's literally one of 6 characters.
True mum. That's a true mum, that is.
Also, mate, Ursus is knocking about. He's found Tenax, gone back to his house. Tenax is hiding behind a hidden wall, but Ursus has delivered his best mate's head to him like a Viking. Like, literally just got a severed head and dropped it on his bed. So, yeah. He's a high-level lurker, isn't he, Ursus? He just loves just hiding in shadows and just chilling. It's proper. For a big bloke, he's a decent assassin.
Yeah. It's like Brock Lesnar being like an assassin, isn't it? Like just a massive dude hiding in the shadows.
Well, then there's a part where Carla's like packed up and like she's packing all of the what's it called? The betting shop, basically, in it.
Yeah.
She's packing it all away, getting everything cleaned up, tidied, ready to go home, as you would when your shift's done. And Ursus has rolled up anime. He's knocked up. And he's just pimp slapped her, mate. But
I think in the scene though, Carla puts a better fight on than Tenax.
Mate, 100%. She literally puts up a better fight. She smashes him straight in the balls. And also,
first coin time.
What Ursus, right? He must be 240 pounds of pure muscle, right? He's a high level ninja lurking, and he's got like a 900-inch vertical leap because he just leaps like a cat on top of that counter, doesn't he?
True assassin, mate.
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed, bro.
So basically, he's got her up against the wall by her throat. He's just about to fill her in. Next thing, mate, what happens? You just see a blade come straight through his neck, like from the back, straight through the front. It's Tenax, baby! He's rolling up, mate.
That kill was so satisfying to see because, like, through the last episode, you're like, oh man, this guy's ruining Tenax. This guy's literally ruining him.
He's going to kill him.
He can't make any moves. Yeah. The next minute, boom. Knife to the back of the neck.
Done him, mate. So best episode so far, to be fair.
Yeah, so in that episode, 2 big brutes have gone. Ursus and Flammer. So, and this is a major problem solved for Tenax, isn't it? Next episode, you're going to be throwing money around, isn't he?
He's going to be loaded, mate. Especially with Kwame winning as well. I bet they put bare money on him to win, you know, knowing that obviously he would. Because she even told that guy at the like herb shop, didn't she? Like, oh, bet on Kwame, trust me. Oh, he's got no chance of winning. And she's like, he has now. Bet on him. See you later.
But also, just getting money from Carla's doing that, like, dodgy in the crowd with the kids, and she
getting some little extra bits.
Yeah. Getting all that dollar, so yeah.
Yeah, sick, mate.
Best episode so far, like, I agree with what you said.
Enjoyed it. And I'm going to play another sound note, mate.
Yeah, man.
The thing is, right, I'm going to play one right now, and it is literally
a giveaway.
It's the giveaway, mate. It's literally the giveaway.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah, boy. That if you don't get off that, mate, then you must be living in a cave or something.
What do you want to do? What do you want to discuss next? Shall we stick with the shows?
I think we're going to Elusive Samurai, mate.
Yeah.
2 episodes this week, and I've enjoyed both of them, mate. They were both very good.
There's a lot of stuff happened, isn't there? A lot of stuff happened.
So much stuff happened. It's gone from being light-hearted to like full-on action now, hasn't it? Pretty much.
I mean, my notes for these episodes may have got loads. Well, not loads, but...
And now we're up to date. This is it. We watched episode 8 and 9. We're up to date. Episode 10 comes out, like, tomorrow. And then we're back on a week basis. So we've only got 1 a week then. So we've caught up pretty rapid, to be fair. So what we're talking about now is current day relevant, mate, because there isn't any more episodes after this one. So...
we're up to date now. Yes.
Yes, mate. Episode 8. Tokiyuki's got Fubuki or whatever his name is. Oh, that's like I'm spitting bars, mate. Yo, Tokiyuki's got Fubuki. Training him, and he's obviously Tokiyuki's shitting him. He's so weak, mate. He can't even slash with a stick correctly. He's just got noodle arms. Like,
I love what he says to Tokiyuki. He's like, "Your tax, a lot of trash."
it's not popping, is it? You crap, mate.
He don't hold back, does he?
So he's basically like come up with this. He's devised a plan, and he teaches Tokiyuki a specific technique, doesn't he? And it's called the Demon Heart Buddha Blade, which is a mouthful. It's a top level name, but it is a mouthful. And you don't get to see it until the next episode, really. I don't think, do you?
No.
But
that's right.
On this one, mate, it's like, you know that the villains on this, mate, because all they want to do is pillage and kill all adults, and they want to enslave all children, and then just sell them. Like, oh yeah, I just love killing. I just watch it. I just love killing them, like mums and dads, just selling them. Like, mate, you're mad. But in his head, he's like, you've got that bloke with a French flag on his face. I don't know what he's doing. Like, mate, why have you got a French flag on your face?
Is it French?
It looks like he's got a French flag on his face, doesn't it? Like, I was looking at him like, is he trying to have like a French flag on his head, mate?
Is that Napoleon?
I was like, he's tapped, mate. Ian.
Yeah. So Fubuki decides that Tokiyuki's going to fight one-on-one with the general, which is Shokan, in it. And in this episode, we get Shokan's backstory, don't we? There's a bit of a backstory. We find out that sorry, wait a minute. Yeah, so we find out that his troops, warriors, they lost their land, they turned to banditry, and then they made their own rules.
Yeah, they just started fucking terrorising, didn't they?
Yeah, like you say, they're literally just going around pillaging, smashing people. And because they've got these like war tactics and combat experience, this really helps them out. So they're kind of, bandits are here, and they're like next level, aren't they? They're up a notch.
Yeah.
But I love the start of this battle.
But Fubuki, mate, I love him, mate. He's a top bloke. He's got some strats, mate. He's got some strats. What they've done is they've created a dam in the river around the village, or rivers, because the village is like surrounded. And they've created a dam to stop the water flow. Because it's winter, obviously, at the time this is set, it's froze the water, so it's just ice. And then they've just set loads more traps as well. Like there's just ice and then traps everywhere. So obviously it's slowing them down. They're trying to get across the river and all that sort of stuff. So Fubuki, mate, young lad, he's got the knowledge. He's got the knowledge of a lord, mate. Do you know what I'm saying?
But the thing is with Shokan, because he's got this combat experience. When they start the attack, they get shot from behind with arrows.
Yeah.
And there's like, now that's a distraction. That's the one way to get like thin our numbers. So let's carry on to and that's when they come to that dam.
Yeah.
And obviously they all get shot and stuff, but obviously Shokan again, he finds a way, doesn't he? He like kicks some bloke over, and then the whole army like, over the corpses, isn't it?
Yeah, let's use them as a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Big Ant-Man. To be fair, he's smart. He's smart, he is. But the part that really made me laugh, mate, on this is he's like, aha, I've got full armour. Mate, that's a stretch. You have not got a full suit of armour on, pal. You've literally got your shoulders showing, your chest showing, most of your arms are showing, and most of your legs are showing. That is not a full set of armour, pal. Like, you're a virgin, mate. What are you on about?
It's got them ants showing as well, hasn't it?
Just got them ants,
ant nest around his chest. Yeah, so I do like this bit. Like, we see Shokan, and he's got these elite guards, haven't they?
Yeah,
one of them
they are sick, to be fair. French flag face.
French flag face. But so the retainers, Kojiro and is it Yako? Is it? They start the fight with Shokan, don't they? And Shokan doesn't want to kill him because, like we mentioned earlier, he likes to enslave kids. He likes to cut the tongues out, cut the back of their legs so they can't really do a lot. But then the fighting, obviously, they're getting battered by him, and then they run. They kind of lure him away, and he follows, and he gets led into this room, doesn't he? Where we see Tokiyuki sitting on the floor, with this like Buddha statue behind him.
Sick little scene, to be fair.
Yeah. it's a small little room as well, ready for ready for action.
Ready for action, because obviously he's so good at like dodging, and he's so elusive, obviously, and hence the name Elusive Samurai. Thought if they can get him in this room, they've obviously taught him this new sword technique, which I was hoping obviously we'll find here, and then he's just got to dodge him. I think the plan is essentially to wear him down to begin with, isn't it?
Yeah.
And get him into a certain point where he can then use this thingy. But that Shokan, mate, he's a full-fledged psychopath, isn't he? He's an absolute nutter. He's thinking, right, I've got this long sword. You've lured me into this small room. I'll just get my shorter sword then, mate. Now I'm not going to hit the walls and get stuck and all that sort of stuff. He's a smart fighter. He obviously knows war. He knows tactics. He's got a lot of experience. But he just loves killing kids' parents, mate. Like,
yeah, he literally goes on about
loves it, doesn't he?
He keeps like banging on about it. It's like, yeah, I read a story before me. But he literally he thrives in it. You see the joy in his face.
He's like getting off on it, mate. He's a proper weirdo, isn't he? But one of the other things as well which got me is that he's so obsessed with his armour, mate. I'm like telling him, like, mate, your full legs are showing. You're not protected. Like, I'd have battered him in 3 swings, I think, personally. Like, I can see it all over your body, mate. Like, you're definitely getting battered. But essentially, you get this scene where he's just trying to get Tokiyuki, and he's dodging. And obviously, you get this part where he opens up and he dodges him and he slits Shokun's wrist, proving my point where the armour was rubbish. And on episode 8, you get a little cheeky, nobody got you the way I do. He doesn't actually do that song, but it's one of them moments. Like, it just stops. But don't worry, girls and guys, because we watch the next episode and we're about to talk about it right now, mate. So the next episode kicks off with said secret move, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And
I like the bit in this as well, like at the start, that so they rotate this again, Kojiro and Ayako. They're fighting with their elite guards outside. And this dude is like a master of the art of Naginata, that's the spear.
Yeah, that 6 spear sword thing.
And he is sick fighter.
He's good, mate, and he's so good.
And what he does, he starts like battering them both, he's slicing them, throwing them around. And then he gets distracted while he's talking and waffling about something. He goes to strike Iyako, but she like flips up and grabs his spear and like brings it to the ground, falls to the ground holding it. And then this allows Kojiro to run up and slice both his shoulders. He's always had blood everywhere, isn't he?
Oh yeah, and then, he's they're ready to die, aren't they? They're ready to die for Tokiyuki. They're literally like, honestly, like some of the best mates ever, mate. They got some proper good teamwork in that bit. Very good.
It's the bit after where, like, obviously he's like sliced his shoulders, and there's blood everywhere, and then that Ayako gets up with the guy's spear and just like chops his head off. Boom. And there's just literally blood everywhere. Like, it gets really grim, but I love it. I do.
But Shokan, mate, the Ant-Man, he is a unit, to be fair. He's had his wrist slit and he's just so intimidating still. But something like makes him shudder. I think he like realises, doesn't he? Because he's like, oh shit, like, I think he realises that Tokiyuki is a little bit more than just a peasant guy sort of thing. But he's wearing him down, he's losing so much blood. And the animation in the scene is honestly phenomenal, where he's like evading the blood. Like, the blood's coming down and he's even like, Tokiyuki's even dodging the blood. And I was like, mate, that's so cool. Because he's buzzing. He's got a smile on his face because he just loves it. It's like he's playing like tag again, and he just absolutely loves it. And then there's blood over like every single surface within this little fucking hut in there, like everywhere. And then it skips over. You got Fubuki and French Face. They're scrapping, but Fubuki's figured him out, hasn't he? So
straight away, pretty much, isn't it?
And he tells him, and he's like crapping himself, innit? He's like, "Oh shit!"
It's just the move he does on him to kill him off, though.
Oh, mate, gets that final blow.
2 swords between his neck, and just.
It's like on that part, mate. The final blow was so slick, mate. And then with the blood splatter and the music that started playing, it reminded me of, Blade 1. You know the scene where they're in the rave and that blood starts coming down from the sprinklers? It reminded me of that so bad because it was like proper like rave music. I was like, mate, I literally got goosebumps. I was like, this is so sick. Oh, so good, mate.
Yeah, that killing movie did on. So Fubuki again, he's obviously commanding all
it's so cool,
these troops. He's setting all these traps up, and he's killing blooming the main men, the elite. But it flips back, like you say, to Shokan. He's literally like he's frantically trying to hit him now because he knows his blood's running out. He's panicking. But yeah, Tokiyuki's just.
He even knows he's baffled, isn't he? He's baffled that Tokiyuki's enjoying himself. He's like, he must not be human. Like, he's so spun out by it all. And then you got Bug Eyes and Big Ears rolled up. What are they doing here, mate?
Oh, before that, we have the Shokan backstory again, where we find out why he's like he is, because his father, his inheritance, kind of like, rather than giving it to Shokan, he asked Shokan to be like his brother's servant, and he's obviously mad about that.
Yeah, and he's basically, his entire thing is, if he wants his own land, he's got to go out there and take it, like, and steal it, essentially. So that's all of his entire thing is just because he wants to just steal land and just become wealthy through just stealing. And then obviously one thing leads to another, and then he starts killing people, and he figures out he likes doing that, and then he just becomes evil essentially over time. What essentially started out just stealing a bit of land turned into him just being a full-fledged nutter.
Yeah, and he mentions the bit where like if he felt good selling kids because they will have this like dark future like him. I was like, mate, this guy's mental. Get rid.
So mad, mate. Wasn't it?
Oh, mate, this next bit. So Shokun's done. He drops to the floor. They go outside and, like you say, eyes and ears. I think it's ears, and like all these army come. All this army come, but on the other side of the town, Yori and Gemba with their reinforcements come. It's what Gemba says to Kojiro. We rode horseback full speed to get here. And he goes, he saw a busty lady running and nearly died of a nosebleed. It's just the animation as well. I literally cry my eyes out.
What does he say? He says something about the guy's eyes. I was like, your eyes, I want to feed them to something and watch them swallow them or something. Like, it's like you've had this like episode and a half of just pure like action, blood, and like proper seriousness, and then Gemba rolls up and he's just taking the fish straight away.
It's just funny, like, why would you get a nosebleed from it?
Yeah. It's like I literally wrote that down, Gemba saying he saw a busted lady. It's the fact that he was like, it's the fact that he thought he was a goner. He was like, I thought it was a goner.
Oh. But in the last episode, didn't Yori say?
Yeah, he was scared of that happening to Tokiyuki, wasn't he?
Yes, it's like it literally like resurfaced again.
It's the same. They used the same woman.
Yeah,
like on the clip, didn't they?
Yeah, it's so funny.
But Ant-Man survived, hasn't he? And he seems to be a bit of an enlightened, changed man, mate. He's a changed man, isn't he?
Yeah. So before he died, he hadn't died, but before he thought he was going to die,
sort of thing.
Yeah, he saw Buddha, and he's a changed man now. And then Eyes recruits him as like a soldier rather than being a bandit.
Yeah.
So new man, isn't he?
Yeah, he's buzzing, mate. He's just happy. He's happy about it. And then Tokiyuki and them have told Fubuki, who he really is, and so now he's got a proper loyal follower again now who actually knows who he is and what the cause is and all that sort of stuff. So
I like the bit where they tell Fubuki he's always eating rice, isn't he? As he always is. And then he spits it out, and you have this scene where it's like the moon in the background, but there's rice just flying.
Just flying.
all the rice in his mouth just flying away. But yeah, good episode, good recruitment. Well, good couple of episodes. I think the next episode is called 9.5, isn't it? I think.
Oh, that's just that one. That one came out last weekend. It's just a recap of what's already happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we'd have to watch that. They usually do that in anime when there's like a break. There might have been a break, and they thought, we'll just pop a recap episode out then for people to watch for something. So we don't need to watch that. It's just episode 10 comes out on Saturday, so we're on that. And then I think there's 12 episodes in total, isn't there? So we've probably got 3 episodes left to watch of this now. Which another one I'll be sad to see to go. To be fair, because it's just gotten better and better as it's gone on, and introducing these new characters, and I'm really enjoying it. Really enjoying it.
We keep mentioning how much stuff's coming out though, like the end of the year, towards the end of the year.
Oh, mate,
So
October
much stuff. So,
next month's going to be absolutely mental, mate.
I saw on what was it? It's Facebook, I think, like that. Like a Dragon's coming out end of October as well. Which, mate, I can't wait for that.
It's mad, mate. It's so mad how much stuff's out or coming out, should I say?
So that means, everybody, that this podcast will be going on forever.
Forever, mate.
We'll always have material. So
forever and always.
We're going to keep going. Should we do the other voice note, or is it too early?
Nah, too early. I think we talk about Terminator first, and then we'll get onto the voice note. Know what I mean?
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
Know what I mean? Do you want to lead this one? Oh shit.
Yeah, I've got a few notes. So yeah, so the episode starts with is it Eco? Is it Eco? Ico. Ico.
Yeah, Ico. A-I-K. No, E-I-K-O.
Yes, no, Ico, isn't it? Ico. She's getting ready to go into the time machine, and her friend Annie's reminded her that it's a one-way ticket. Ico knows this, but there's a chance to change the future. She's willing to do it. This mission is to take her back to Tokyo 1997. The Prophet in this, the leader of this resistance base, mate. Let me just mention this first. She calls herself the Prophet, but she can't read the future.
Lost Prophet, mate.
Because Ico asked her, like, will I change things or whatever? And she's like, no one knows your fate. I was like, what? She just calls herself the Prophet for no reason, like.
Self-appointed, mate. That's like me calling myself. Podcast Jesus, mate.
She probably had like a crap name, and like she got to the base like, oh, I'm the Prophet, mate.
Yeah, that sounds pretty sick, doesn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, so we have this scene where she has a speech with the Prophet, and then she's about to get into the machine. Well, she gets in the machine, this machine starts up, she turns around, and the Terminator from the last episode that she was fighting, in the last episode, he stole some like resistance clothes. He comes in just blasting with his two rifles. He's improved his aim since last episode because he's literally murking so many people off.
He's getting better, mate, isn't he?
I'll give him that. He's getting better. So he's literally blasting all his people. And then the last thing she sees before she goes back in time is the Terminator pointing the two guns at her friend Annie. And then, boom, she gets teleported to Shibuya, Tokyo, 1977. As soon as I saw that, I was like, take me back. Come on.
I thought this is like giving off a similar sort of like feel to like Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
That's what I mean. That's what I loved about the episode, because it
felt like Terminator 2, but in Japan, and instead of John Connor's dad, there was just like a shorty instead. Like, it was pretty much like very similar to that, wasn't it, in my opinion? But there's some dumb people in this show, mate. Like the kids, mate, all they had to do was stay in that apartment, just chill. Do you know what I mean? Like, how difficult is that?
Thing is, if they stay in the apartment, they'll be dead.
Nah.
Terminator goes there. So Ayako teleports to Shibuya, and then she walks down the street, literally, just gets there, walks down the street, sees this couple. Then suddenly, she's wearing the lady's clothes, isn't she, the other couple? So there's some, like, poor woman running around nude straight away. Just nicks the clothes straight away. Then we have a scene where Malcolm's speaking to the AI, Kokoro. And he tells them that Skynet will tomorrow be live. And this is when the crap hits the fan. Because Skynet will instantly become self-aware again and access humanity. In an act of self-preservation, it will innate nuclear strikes from USA and Russia to pit humanity against itself. So, and then they'll build this army in disguise to exterminate humankind, basically. And if anyone's got Google Home or Amazon Alexa at home, could happen, you know.
Get it unplugged, mate. Get it unplugged. They just hate humans, mate. Anything to do with Terminator is just basically just to remind humans how shit they are, aren't they? You're all
it is
scum.
scary, right?
Like,
It is scary because, like, how far AI's come. Mate, Skynet could happen, you know.
mate, was that a card machine you just picked up then?
No, there's aircon in.
I thought it was a card machine, mate. I thought you had one of them sum ups, mate. Charging people like £5, mate. We'll take card machine to conventions, mate. Buy some t-shirts off us.
So when I was watching this episode, he was telling us all this about Skynet. I was like, how does this guy know all this?
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh yeah, I read some documents, seen some things. That's why I know what's happening. I was like, all right, okay.
Yeah, all right, mate. All right, that old chestnut, pal.
And then like Coco, the AI, drops some like proper harsh truths about humankind. And it's like, essentially, like, is it worth saving? Like, is humankind worth saving?
Mate, she's speciesist. She hates humans more than anything.
She just drops some interesting points though, like how humans have to weaponize everything and stuff like that, which is true. But
it's only rich humans, to be fair, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
us poor people, like, we can't afford to do that.
Yeah, us peasants
probably could if we had money.
But we have a scene, don't we? Malcolm's driving. So Misaki's the housekeeper who's looking after the kids. The kids have run off, so she's been.
I think she's a robot. I don't think she's a human. I don't. I'm sus, mate. I'm sus of her. I am. Yeah, I'm sus of her Aiko as well, mate. She's not human. Dodgy.
Yeah, so Malcolm's fuming because obviously this Misaki's let the kids go. The run off. So they're driving on the highway, aren't they? And then he's driving. And next minute, some guy dressed as a construction worker on a site visit. He smashes into it. Yeah, he smashes into it, but it happens to be the Terminator. And then he's like quickly trying to grab his target through the window as his car's like wrapped round him into it. And then Malcolm struggles to get out. He gives a good kick in the face. He escapes out the car, and then the cops turn up. Dead meat. 4 cops, done.
Right, a lot of them.
The Terminator gets his first weapon, which is a pistol. Because we find out in this episode that weapons or guns in Japan are hard to come by. So they've got to use anything, mate.
Mate, there's honestly in the next episode we're going to talk about, I've put a little bit of something about that I properly rated, to be fair.
Yeah. But then obviously it's about to shoot this gun he's got. Iker comes flying in this big ass lorry and just literally smashes him off a bridge, doesn't he?
Yeah, that run up the lorry scene to get back on the bridge was like proper peak, like Tom Cruise action movie scene, wasn't it, mate? Like Mission Impossible style. It was so sure.
I'm pretty sure it's like there's like a similar scene in Fast and Furious.
Yeah, Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious 11 is going to have a scene like that where the lorry's as long as the world and they run into outer space or something.
No, they've already been to outer space, haven't they?
Yeah, but not on foot.
Oh, yeah, true.
Stairway to heaven, mate.
But yeah, this it ends with this Terminator flying off the bridge, like saying bye to him. And then Malcolm's gone, hasn't she? And then that Eco like asks Misaki, like, where is he gone? Where's he? And then she starts running off, catches up with him. And then she says, like, the Terminator won't stop its mission, basically.
Yeah.
And
big T.
If you can't get to Malcolm directly, they'll go for the kids.
Oh, they'll find any sort of like leverage in it to get him. Yeah. Even though he hates his kids, he's a shit dad, isn't he? Let's be honest, mate.
Yeah, the Terminator don't know that. But then we go to episode 3. I don't know if you want to start this off,
mate. The only thing, to be fair, I've not wrote down bits by bits. I've just written a few notes. But like, I look, mate, the T800's so sick, mate.
Yeah, it's
like you're saying, because guns are so hard to come by, the resourcefulness of it, where he's like created this like thing in his arm where he's shooting bolts and stuff out instead, and because obviously weapons are hard. Yeah, it's so good, mate. I was like, that is actually like very, very smart. Like I really rated those like little bits of detail, because obviously I suppose Japan's like this country, isn't it? There's not guns aren't like guns, but it's not like it's not like America where you just nip to Asda. Like just going to Morrison's for a shotgun, mate.
Like a rocket launcher, come back in. Like,
got an RPG. Got an RPG Gatling gun, mate. Like, shoots about 400 RPGs a second, pal.
RPG and a 6-pack of Watsits. Come back, let's play some stuff up. But yeah, I do like that bit with the where he opens his arm up. That's like a nod to Terminator 2 when he was it Terminator 1. I think he does that with starts moving his hand.
There's a couple of little bits in this as well. A couple of lines that I've wrote down in this that I was like, got me like hyped up, mate. It's like Aiko. The reason I don't think she's human. There's a part where she's like, she's been hurt. And what's her name? Makio or whatever her name is, the maid woman. You don't see the way the camera is. You don't see the wound, and she's like healing her up, and she's a bit like took back by what she's looking at. And I thought to myself, I wonder if she's like a cyborgy like robot thing as well, but like on the good side or something. So that's why I'm a bit like, I wonder if she may be a robot. Because let's be honest, she's taking hits, mate. She is.
Yeah,
like,
she does.
She's taking a battering from the Terminator, and like no human can do that, mate. Like it's not normal. She's like taking body slams and everything, bro, from it. Do you know what I mean?
There is it Terminator Salvation where one of the characters is like literally like half human, half robot. So maybe it is something like that. Like half her body's like is robot and then half's.
That's what I'm thinking. I wonder if she's got like robot parts in her or something like that. But
because
like RoboCop, mate.
But the bit later on where she's fighting the Terminator and she like uses that bolt thing from his crossbow and literally fires it right through the top of her knee. I was like, ooh, that's painful.
Literally mental. But the couple of nods on this as well. You know the part where she's like, open up the elevator, like get the elevator open, get the elevator open. They managed to get him down, and then Aiko says he'll be back, and I was like, oh yeah, obviously I'll be back, like legendary. and then she says something like, you can stay and die or come with me, which is basically like come with me if you want to live, like type thing. And I thought, I respect that. That's obviously they're just taking a nod at Arnie's classic Terminator lines, mate. Love it.
I think Kyle Reese says that in Terminator 1 as well. So Sarah Connor's like, kind of come with me or you're gonna die. Pretty much.
Yeah. But it's just like it's nice that they put those little like bits in it to sort of like pay respect, so to speak.
Yeah. In this episode, there's a lot of like the kids traveling through the derelict underground, isn't they? Like so they're following this robot cat, and obviously they're trying to go to somewhere where it's something to do with their mother, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like an anniversary or something of her death, I'm assuming, or something like that. Maybe I don't really fully know, to be fair. But
and then the robot cat gets hacked by the Terminator, doesn't it? It starts going bonkers, doesn't it?
It goes mad, mate, and it dies, doesn't it, for a second, and then comes back to life again.
Does like a spasm, doesn't it?
Reboots.
So the Terminator uses this to try and find where the kids are. But I mean, Aiko, obviously, she's obviously struggling for weapons because obviously, like we said earlier, guns are hard to come by. So she makes some like Molotov cocktails, doesn't she, out of like chemicals and stuff she finds, which is pretty decent. Starts throwing that on his head, doesn't you?
Yeah, melting his head.
His hair top. I did like in this episode as well, like the start of it, the Terminator. After he's had his little swim in the river, he like ditches the construction worker outfit and he gets some proper clothes, get some proper threads. Yeah.
Like when Arnie goes to that little biker bar thing, fully Starkers, mate, comes out on a motorbike and stuff. Sick scene, mate. But this, like you say, with this episode, it's very like dark. It's very dingy. It's almost like a horror style, like the way that the scenes are set and everything like that. It really does give off the same feel to like the original 1 and 2 sort of like Arnie ones, which obviously some of the newer reiterations of the franchise just, I feel like they're lacked, haven't they? Given that sort of same feel, and I feel like for an animated version of Terminator, they seem to be doing it really well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But also, mate, Malcolm's AI so annoying in it though, mate. Like it's so annoying. It's just dead rude, pal. I love it how it's like you kill all of humanity. It's like, what are you on about, mate? There'll be about 100,000 people left. Still going to be some folk knocking about to repopulate Earth. What are you moaning about?
There has been like a knobhead in it. It's like, why don't you trust me? Just give me 100 reasons why not to trust you.
Just basically told me you're going to kill my entire family and the rest of the world. Of course we're not mates. What do you mean?
I'm loving this show so far. Like, how it does nods to the original Terminator.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
fun. It's really fun, isn't it?
In the first episode, we heard the Terminator little tune,
Yeah,
which is great. But yeah, I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's very good. Very good. Recommend.
I'm
I do recommend. I do recommend. How many episodes have we got left? Like, there's about 8 in total, I think, isn't there?
8, so we've got 5 left.
Ooh.
What is it? Is it
Cobra Kai time?
Or is it voice note time?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to get one last voice note in. This one's so easy.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah, if you don't get that, then unsubscribe. So,
Cobra Kai then, episode 3 and 4.
3 and 4, which just means after these 3, next week we'll only have one to talk about, because then we've got to wait till November for the second part of the season to come out.
Yeah.
And
another good show, to be honest.
Yeah, very good, mate. Johnny finds out he's having a girl, and those Korean students, mate, are absolute demons. Like where Kreese are. Like, that's all I can think of. Absolute demons.
And you can see, like, when Kreese, like, obviously he's in there now, and he's like working his little magic in, he's working his little
seeding his way in anyway.
Yeah, like a snake.
Sick character.
But I like the bit with like you say, the first bit where Johnny gets into that parcel and it's ticking. It's like,
it's a bomb.
It's like, no. John Kreese wouldn't do that. Oh, he would. The next bit it blows up in Daniel San's face, doesn't it? And it comes with all this like pink stuff on him. It's a girl.
His entire head's pink. Like his entire head. Like,
it's not like Mr. Blobby, mate.
Literally not a bit missing. His entire head's just pink. But on this episode they find, so basically they're Shosen's moving into the dojo, essentially, out of Daniel and the LaRusso's house.
Yeah.
And they're moving some furniture around, and they find like a little
bolt in it,
like a little trap door.
Yeah.
Open it up, there's a little stash under there, and it's Miyagi's got a little cheeky secret stash under the dojo.
It's not his poor mugs, by the way.
No, it's not rude. But it gives you an insight into his past, and there's like there's a news article about someone who was violent towards someone, blah blah blah. They've fled. Essentially, Miyagi is in his past life. He had actually a different name, like a slightly different name, and he was a bit of a bad boy, wasn't he? Into boxing, that sort of thing. So they go on a bit of a mission to try and track down what's going off or what happened with Miyagi and try and get some answers. And then in between all that, you've got Johnny. Johnny's got the girls, basically. He's trying to train them. And obviously you've got Sam and Tori, who are now like mates. And he tries to get them to batter each other, because he's obviously trying to train them, but they don't want to, because they're like new friends. I think they're obviously like a little bit worried about the potential conflict, and they don't want them to, or they don't want to sort of like fall out with each other again, because they've only just started becoming friends. So Johnny gets Lee to have a girls' night, but Johnny's there as well. And then Johnny's like, I bought tampons and everything. Like,
That's why I sent you a picture. I sent a picture of Johnny, didn't I? Me and Johnny.
You and Johnny, mate, legendary.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get the girls together in hopes to create some potential like conflict. And they called him. He goes, the pussies. Like, he's like, what are you happening to you? Like, and he's robbed Miguel's and what's his face's phone. Robbie, Miguel and Robbie's phone. And on Miguel's phone he texts like Tori, and on Robbie's phone he's texting Sam to try and make them fall out. And they ring him and they're like, "It's you twat." It just made me laugh, because Johnny's like, "Girls are easy, mate. Girls are easy."
Yeah.
And it works out, doesn't it, for him?
We have that other scene, don't we, where at the Korean like training camp thing, we find out about this loyal student called Yun.
Yun.
And then we have another guy, like a rebel guy called Kwon. Yeah.
Cool guy, to be fair.
And he tries to step up, doesn't he? Like trying to be the big man. And he ends up cleaning Mr. Kim's toilet, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's like, go on, clean that toilet. It's like, oh.
Basically, this Yuan, or whatever his name is, he's like a model student. He does everything they say, that sort of thing. But behind the scenes, you've got Kreese. Kreese is essentially just creating a proper villain in Quan Inti.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he might be a model student because he's doing everything he says. He can't think for himself. He can only do what's told of him. You can be better. Like, you start to think for yourself. Stick up for yourself. Mate, that little scene you get with Quan, that Quan fight scene, where he's battering those three. It's obviously got Yuan, batters him, mate. Batters the other one. It's probably one of the best fight scenes yet in this show. Or in this entire show, mate. It's so sick.
Like I say, yeah, like Kreese tells that Quan, is like, you've got this anger inside you, give it purpose, whatever. And then he literally goes and batters them three people, doesn't he?
I like it.
Proper batters
and then when he's knocked him out, it like fills him in, he rips like that thing off his chest, doesn't he? Off his thingy to say like he's the best student. Yeah, and he puts it on himself, mate. I was like, yes, Quan. he's gonna be vicious.
I love that character so far. Like the villain he's become. But I love the kick he does when they finish off Yon, doesn't he? Just like a front flip kick, didn't he? Or smashing the face.
So sick, mate. Like, he's going to bring such a good dynamic to this show, I think. But
looking at these people from the Korean like camp, they got that move, haven't they? That Viper, was it? I've got it here somewhere.
Yeah, because their style's weird, isn't it? It's like a karate thing, but
it's like a Viper attack, isn't it?
Taekwondo orientated as well. They're doing lots of big kicks, don't they, and stuff. It's so sick, mate. Their style is so sick.
When you see people at like Miyagi-Do, like that Dimitri guy, like he's never going to fight. He's never going to beat Quan, is he? That guy? Come on, let's be honest.
Oh, mate, then none of them are. I don't think even Johnny. Quan's a beast, mate. He is genuinely. But what made me laugh, mate, is how Danny's fuming that Miyagi had a past of like assault and all this stuff. Like, oh, I can't believe Miyagi broke the law, mate. Dan, you love breaking into houses. And you love scrapping. Bit hypocritical, really, mate. Do you know what I mean? How many houses has he broke into? How many times has he started a scrap in Silver's house or a different house that Silver owns? Like, he's a proper hypocrite, mate.
I like, he thinks he's like a god, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's like a god. He's never done anything wrong in his life.
Yeah, he's always looked up
to someone and did a robbery. Get over it.
They find out as well, don't they, in this episode, the Sekai Taikai is being held in Barcelona, and they can only take 6 fighters.
Yeah, man.
And this was my original prediction. You've definitely got Tori and Sam for the girls, and I said Lee probably, but for the boys, obviously they've got Robbie, Miguel, Hawk, and Kenny. So unless they take, in my thought process was they'll probably take 4 boys. And then 2 girls, Tori, Sam, Miguel, Hawk, Robbie, and Kenny. That was my prediction after the episode when I watched it. And then obviously they've got to figure out who they've got to take now, mate, because there's loads of them. So
so in the start of this episode, everyone's training hard because it's only 6 places. Sensei Barnes gets brought in. We've seen him in like other episodes.
Barnes, legend.
He's kind of like rules with an iron fist. He trains the students on strength, endurance, and teamwork. Penis Breath gets a new name called Muscles.
Muscles.
So he's loving that.
Still gets called Penis Breath though.
And then he gets caught, doesn't he? Penis Breath gets caught like putting what he thought was protein powder in a drink.
He got
but it turns out it's laxative because he's stressed out and he's struggling to go for a poo.
I like how Hawk's got that full-on American flag mohawk as well.
Like, if someone walked past you with that in school, you're like, who's that daft idiot? Like,
also, Johnny's idea in this episode was for just literally to go Battle Royale and the last 6 standing get to go. That was his entire thing. Just everyone thrashing until there's 6 left.
So they're whittling through these trials, aren't they? And then the last one is to grab these like how many people is left? It's like there's 4 people in it. 4 people left to decide who goes. And they have this like race through the forest to find these flags. Oh. And my favourite bit here is when Kenny's running, and then suddenly he needs the toilet, doesn't he? And he runs to the portaloo, doesn't he? And there's literally it explodes, doesn't it? It explodes everywhere in front of everyone. It's so funny. The noise as well. Oh mate. I felt sorry for him, to be fair.
Yeah, you got some good scenes in these as well with the little flag game and stuff. There's like some fun scenes in the flag game. And Robbie, Miguel, Tori, and Sam are 100% going, which is what I expected. And Johnny wants Lee to go, doesn't he? Dead bad. He's like, no, you've got to take Lee. You've got to take Lee.
Devin, Lee into it.
Yeah. So he goes to see Barnes after hours, doesn't he, mate?
Yeah.
And They just literally get into a full-on scrap, don't they? To be fair, it is sick, isn't it? It's such a good fight, mate. It's very, very good, very good scene.
What makes me laugh about that scene is like the fighting, like Bond's like, oh, it's like big man. And next one he gets like roundhouse kicked on it.
It's
like,
roundhouse, mate.
Yeah, enough. I've had enough.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. But then it's like he says though, he's like, look, I'm really sorry. It's like all of this like karate stuff's just bringing out the worst in me again. Like it's bringing back obviously old memories and stuff. So he admits that like it's not really him anymore. But like you say, they've gone in the woods to find him. Mate, what pissed me off about this, Dimitri, mate, get out. You little, slender little nerd, mate. As if he's done Hawk like that. Hawk, mate. All he's done is told him, I don't really want to go to MIT school anymore. And he's fell out with him, mate. Oh, I do apologise. Like, what is wrong with you, mate? He's slow as shit as well. You know the scene where they're running into the woods and he's running? Dimitri's dead slow, mate. He's
like a robot, isn't he?
Everyone's trying to get up to him. He's a proper nerd, mate. But,
I like the bit. I like the bit where Kenny comes out the toilet, isn't it? He comes out the toilet, and it's like he realizes that like Anthony LaRusso, because in the previous test, Kenny like uppercutted him, didn't he? Knocked him out, like a bit like a Mortal Kombat uppercut.
Off that little staged bit, yeah.
Caused him nose bleed, and he thinks that LaRusso guy's poisoned his water with laxative.
Yeah, he's blaming Anthony LaRusso.
Anyway, he walks off, and then he's talking to that Devon Lee girl. And then he walks off, and then that Devon puts the laxative in the bin.
She sabotaged him.
Yeah. There's done him over.
So basically, we've got Devon, Tori, Sam, Robbie, Miguel, Devon Lee, and fucking Dimitri, mate. All because Hawk got sucker kicked by his best mate. Because Hawk was almost like not going to do anything, but then like Dimitri went, dickhead, mate. But one of the funniest bits of this is when Kenny shit himself, mate. Yeah. And Johnny just goes, looks like someone got their brown belt. I fucking love Johnny, mate. It's proper funny.
And also the funny bit in that as well, man. That the guy with the glass on, the little nerd. He comes out of the toilet. He's like, "What's that smell?" He was stopping Kenny getting in the toilet, wasn't he?
What's that smell?
Like, what was that smell? Like big grin on his face.
Oh, that's proper funny, mate. Proper funny. So we've got a short one next week, guys, because that's everything for today in terms of the content we've watched. Yeah. But next week we've only got one Elusive, we've only got one Cobra Kai, we've got one. We could do two of those About to Die, but I really don't think I can cram two of them in, mate. One a week's more than enough for me of those. We've got two Terminators as well. But we're doing a bit of a double feature next week behind the scenes because Martin, not next week, but the week after, will be in Croatia, is it?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So we'll be doing a bit of a double filming. So it will be a bit of a short one next week, just to make sure you do get something the week after as well, because obviously we want to keep it consistent for you. We don't want to just leave you hanging for a week and then obviously for you to wait 2 weeks. So we've got a little bit of a special coming the week after that, haven't we? Which we'll mention that next week, though. We'll mention that next week. So
with the talk of the Croatia thing, I'm going to be doing a lot of Game of Thrones stuff, so I will be making shorts and stuff and then putting it on our YouTube channel. So follow and click the bell button so you get to know when we upload stuff.
Yeah, boys, girls, goblins, subscribe, get in the Discord.
It's time to reveal
get on the merch website.
It's time to reveal the easy voice note.
I mean, we've spoke about 2 episodes of something related to it today. It is the one and only Terminator. Absolutely iconic film series. Specifically, I've not watched all of the Terminator movies, mate. I genuinely just haven't.
You don't need to, mate.
You don't need to, mate. You literally don't need to. If Arnold Schwarzenegger's not in it, if he's in it, but he's CGI'd, it don't count, like, in my opinion, mate.
All you need to watch is Terminator 1 and Terminator 2, that's it.
1 and 2, mate. 1 and 2. Honestly, mate, classic 80s movies. Some 80s movies are just so iconic, it's beyond belief, aren't they? Like,
I watched Terminator 2 like probably about a month ago.
Yeah, I ain't seen it in a while, to be fair.
it still holds up, and it's still like it keeps you gripped, and the action scenes are so good. Some are a bit cheesy, but yeah,
it's the 80s though. It's the 80s, and I like. I'm the type of person where, with all those 80s sort of things, the cheese adds character to the movie. In my opinion, like we watched the first Beetlejuice movie last weekend, and I loved it, mate.
Time,
no, I've seen it. I've seen it before, like, as a kid. So I just mean like. There's some proper cheesy. I mean, there's some moments in there that if they came out in a movie now, they'd get cancelled for it, mate. Because everyone would be like, "No, you can't do that."
Yeah.
Or like Beetlejuice, like trying to lift up skirts and stuff, like you know what I mean. But like, it's just the quirky way that they do the editing and a lot of the visual effects in it. When they didn't really use that much CGI, it was actual physical sort of like makeup and stuff like that. I just thought it just makes movies. They've got so much more character. It just makes them so much more interesting, in my opinion.
Talking of Beetlejuice, my favorite character in that is the guy with the cigarette. It's like a burnt guy's like, fancy a cigarette? It's just like,
I like the American football team that come in, and they're like, Coach, I think the plane crashed. And then that woman's like, get out, just get out. And then she comes back, Coach, I don't think we survived that crash. It's like, mate, what are you on about?
I just watch it again, to be fair. It's good.
It's good.
But going back to Terminators, there's some all right Terminator films, but number 1 and 2 are always good.
1 and 2, they're so good, mate. They're so good.
Some of the later Terminators feels like they're just trying to drag it out and trying to just get money off a franchise that has done well in the past.
Oh yeah. That's one of the biggest issues with it, isn't it? Like, I'm trying to think what other movies even came out. Obviously, Judgment Day was legendary, wasn't it? The Terminator was the first one.
Judgment Day is my favourite, I think.
But James Cameron, mate, it's just there's some of the first films he did. Like, I think The Terminator was literally like his third or fourth film that he produced or directed or wrote or whatever he did. Rambo, he did Rambo 2, I believe. James Cameron, the Aliens movies.
Yeah, Alien. He did one of the Aliens. I think Ridley Scott did one.
Aliens. I think it's like first one. I think it was that he did. Let me have a look. I've got his IMDb now.
Yeah, I think Ridley Scott did one of them, and then James Cameron took over. Or was it the other way around? I can't remember.
Aliens. James Cameron did it. Aliens.
That's the best one. That's the best one.
James Cameron.
Yeah.
Terminator 1 and 2. James Cameron. Yeah, he did Rambo, First Blood Part 2. He did the screenplay for that. He's done so much stuff, mate. Like, good stuff.
More recently, he did like
the Avatar movies.
Avatar. He did Titanic and stuff like that, which is, I think, it's a good.
Titanic's one of the classics, mate. Absolutely top tier movie. But yeah, it's just all round. It's just fantastic, mate. It's just very well written. Good action.
If you haven't watched the Terminator,
action.
Now is the time to get on it.
Great action, mate. It's just a compelling universe, isn't it? It's just, especially for the 80s, it was such a new concept from what I know anyway. Like, it's the first thing I ever seen or knew of that sort of concept with people coming, time travel especially, like that sort of time travel with robots coming back from the future sort of thing. Apart from Back to the Future. But the 80s loved it, didn't they?
Obviously, because we watched the old Terminator films, in this new anime we're watching, there's like, obviously all that Skynet stuff I already knew about. I've watched it. It's all in the old stuff.
It's all in it.
So obviously they had all these nods like sending 2 soldiers back, a Terminator and a soldier, back to save someone. It's all in the old Terminator films. So
I love them.
I'm
going to watch them both.
Honestly, watching both is so good.
I'm going to watch them both, mate. It's so sick.
You say both. There's about 6 of them out, but
the
first 2 are all
there's only 2, mate. There's only 2. Let's be honest.
Oh, I agree. So we say every week, join the Discord. Come talk to us. We always put stuff about anime, gaming, TV shows, just little memes and stuff like that, just to brighten your day up. But we're always there to chat about your reviews on different episodes we're watching and different TV shows we're watching. Or even if you've got your own TV shows, drop a comment in there and we'll give our reviews and our opinions on it. and have a good chat about it. So join us Discord now.
Yeah, get in there. Get in there. TikTok, get on it. Instagram, do what you want with that. Boring. YouTube's the main one. Get on YouTube. Just subscribe. It does help. It helps to obviously boost the interaction that we get. The fact that it pushes us out. Just go through and like every single video we've ever done. That'd be much appreciated.
Yeah, just if everyone does that, we'll be like a million followers.
Just everyone in the entire world, just go onto our YouTube, right? And just fall asleep with it on. Just play all of
Just
them
refresh
over
it,
and over and
refresh
over
it.
and over and over. But
some,
no, seriously, if you've made it this far, we appreciate you. We really do.
Yeah.
And we're doing
it for
this.
a couple
We're
of
doing
months
this
now,
for the
aren't we?
love of it. We love the shows. Well, most of the shows we talk about, but we love watching shows. Is what I'm trying to say. We love watching films. We love sort of that pop culture media, like the old Terminator movies, 80s films, 90s films, early 2000s films. I've been watching the American Pie movies again, and don't get me wrong, they're so stupid, like in a sense, but they're so good. And the soundtracks, mate, are so sick, mate. The soundtrack for 1 and 2, even
American
the other
Pie
ones,
2
well,
for me.
they're so good, mate. And yeah, just love watching stuff, and we love equally talking about it as well. So yeah, we just hope you appreciate what we're doing. Hope you like our opinions. If you don't like our opinions, comment below. Because again, interaction, therefore more followers, therefore more boost, therefore we get more subscribers. So yeah, jump to the Discord.
Also, there's some new merch on the store, so check it out.
Yeah, there is.
What it is. Have a look.
Go have a look. There might be some different colourways of already their designs as well. Get on it and have a look. ASAP Rocky, mate. And buy all of it. Buy one of every single size in every single colour of every single item.
And make our day.
100 times each. Thank you. But yeah, appreciate you. Thanks for listening. Yeah. Thanks for watching. And thanks for being here. And we will catch you next Friday. Peace.
Take care, everybody.
Love you. Bye.